Hi, this is Mike Weber Reef. I'm over here at the Benaroya Hall in Seattle, Washington. Uh, just been doing some thinking while I work on the internet about how I'm a minister now and how it all started with music, basically. And I got to go to architecture school, medical school, lots of other schools, but when I was 16, I had a PhD and I got the magistrate's licensing exam too. And how they didn't give me any credentials and then told me, no, you passed this next series of exams and you're going to be set for life. Well, at 28, I basically was a United States Marshal with a PhD. And that was in 2000. And well, they didn't hand over any credentials. They basically really sort of pushed making me homeless. I was nearly killed 3 times between Thanksgiving and New Year's of 2000. And I moved out west to go live with my mother because I was working, and I was supposed to be getting paid by the courthouse and being sent to like the hospital work and clinics to work and to police stations to work and sheriff's offices to work. And occasionally, but everybody that decided to make me a marshal, I guess, withheld my pay. So I had to get another job. And I could feel every time I was at those jobs that the IRS would come in and start asking a lot of questions, put everybody through an audit. Because they're all smiles when they're happy to know me. And then no sooner did a week go by, a month, and they were looking at me like as soon as I turned my back and I didn't get a good look at them, they was going to try to kill me in case they failed, so I couldn't get a good look at them. And I have been through hell since 2000. I was living a year in South Carolina, homosexual by choice. I admit that, but I didn't have any ID, and South Carolina DMV said I wasn't allowed to have one. And then I got to Virginia, walked up to Virginia, spent 9 years in Virginia in the legal system there. And they told me I went in with amnesia, told them I had amnesia, told me I had schizophrenia, gave me a pill called the confession medication, causes crippling pain and confusion. That went on for about 2 years. And then they told me I committed robbery, stuck me in the prison for 3.5 years, and then in a halfway house for 3 more years. And around the time I got off probation, they had me stabbed, I'm sure of it, so I would leave town. And the craziest thing is that the only part of why I see that's in Virginia is basically the Department of Defense under the old boundaries between Maryland and Virginia. But I guess they claim in the courthouse, and they claim the whole rest of D.C. too. I mean, to have done something like that. Oh, they just taken a payoff from the people north of Virginia. And they thought maybe to fund the Department of Defense. I'm not sure. But the Department of Defense is everybody from like around the rest of the country goes there and works there to make sure DC stay on point. Make sure they're working in them courthouses. Make sure they doing their job. Make sure they're keeping their hands to themselves and they ain't going around bullying people. But the crazy thing, I don't think it's the people that live there and work there. I think it's everybody that goes there and tells them they better do like they say. Because I believe them people follow me around every day and basically want to tell me, you better do like we say. And what we say is you're going to be queer or you're not going to make it. Well, I ain't going to be queer. So I guess I don't know how much longer I can do this because I'm really starting to think I ain't going to make it. They worked me so hard up until 28 years and then suddenly unemployment. Although I'm still a United States Marshal that doesn't get paid. I get a little bit of Social Security based on them 14 years of work. Anywhere from $3.35 an hour to $12.48 an hour. I get $1,000 a month. And that's just barely enough around in this country when you don't get nothing else. I don't get subsidized housing or anything like that. That's just barely enough to have a little bit of food every day. And while you watch everybody that seem to make you a marshal talk shit about you, look at you when you're picking out the trash, or say the most vile and evil and crappy shit you ever want to hear a day in your fucking life from anyone. Um, Gay people coming up asking me for dates, and I say no, saying look that way, get sucker punched or something like that. And all this law enforcement community around here, know the United States Marshal, police officer, a law enforcement officer, and they just look the other way. Most of them don't even have a nice 2 words to even say to me, and I can't figure out why. We supposed to be on the same team. I'm a law enforcement officer just like them, but they let all these attorneys and lawyers, they let them just do whatever the hell they please, I guess. And a lot of it is because the attorneys and lawyers all work for the federal attorney general. And I reckon the police and the sheriff and firefighters said, man, we outnumbered, man. We just a small group of people, man. We don't mean to be disrespectful. It's all them lawyers and attorneys. And I tend to agree with them somewhat, but I don't know. Sort of damned if I do, damned if I don't. And I don't know what else to do. I pray, I pray, I pray. People know I'm praying because I'm homeless. I got no place to go. My folks kicked me out in 2000, the same year I graduated from the marshal. My mom, I think they gave her cancer because she let me stay at her house off and on, basically on until 2003. And she died at 58 years old of cancer. Woman was healthy, worked 8 hours a day downtown, rode the bus to and from work. Used to carry groceries. You're strong, working out and stuff. She drank coffee, smoked about half a pack of cigarettes a day, up from early, from the morning until, the 11 o'clock news was over. Every day. On the weekends, she's busy. She run around. Not a lazy bone in her body. She had 5 kids. And I don't understand what the court is doing. The court is making themselves, through me, trying to prove a point or something that I'm public enemy number 1 or something. And all they really saying is don't trust anybody that worked at the Justice Department. Don't trust anybody that worked at the bank. Don't trust any politicians. Don't trust anybody in a suit and tie. Don't trust anybody in a police uniform. Just be scared of them. Just be running fear from them. That's what they're telling us all. I don't understand what the problem is. They tell us a whole different story coming up. It ain't no fun working for the government when the government don't even want to so much as issue a picture ID that say you work for the government. They just cheating me. And when they cheating me, I mean they advertise me through the entire world as a good Joe. And then secretly they're waiting to ambush me and tell me, fuck you. You don't want to have sex with us? Then fuck you. We don't want to do nothing. Here's a little bit of fucking chump change. Make sure you do some work and go some places so we can follow you around and go in there and start some shit with everybody. Because that's surely what I think they're doing. Anyway, I wish it was different. I wish I could make it. One day I could make a better report than this. They probably gonna come around and follow me for making this report, thinking they a whole lot better than me, thinking I'm doing something wrong or something. If I was doing something wrong, they'd file charges and take me to court. That's because I ain't doing nothing wrong. They just engaging in what the hell is that called? Criminal activity. What is that called when somebody take the law into their own hands and decide they don't want to file suit at court on the person? Vigilanteism. They're engaging in vigilante. It seems like a bunch of queers acting like a bunch of vigilantes, except their idea of acting like a vigilante, anybody does want to be queer, go beat the fucking piss out of them, steal all their money off them, fuck them up the ass and leave them for dead. So you can hear them cry later while they're walking down the street, fucking blowing kisses and winking at them and waving at them. I got you. Me and all my gay friends got you. Looking good today. Got you. Fuck you, man. It's the right of your ass. You're gonna die of starvation on the streets. There ain't no God. See, God gave me everything. It's all mine. You fucking peckerhead. Why don't you go suck a digger song? I do. They fucking act like. Anyway, I gotta go. Every time I come in here, they post a sign saying there's an elementary school coming over here around 11:30. I mean, every single time that elementary school, man. Ooh, man. They must know this facility like the back of their hand by now. Every time I stop in, at least they're nice enough, I guess. Give me a little time. The clowns go marching in, right? The gay ones. Look at you. Looking good. Picking out that garbage in your old rags. All bent over and all. Sleeping on the ground at night. We walk by at our feet. Think about kicking in the head. Because that's what we think of ministers ain't queer. Bunch of lawyers and attorneys. No, police are lawyers and sheriffs are attorneys. And firefighters are lawyers too. In fact, security guards are lawyers and so are the military. Hold the phone and go lock the door. What's been going on here in a way? Anyway, trying to calm down. I went over to the Guitar Center with my little camera, Wi-Fi device. Secretly recorded myself out in front of everybody. I'm having the damnedest time trying to put it on my YouTube account so you can listen to me play the guitar, the drums, the electric guitar, the acoustic guitar, the drums, and the keyboard. And by the way, they keep acting. I must be pretty darn good. Because they ain't let up yet. And they shows the hell ain't paying me nothing for it. They said, well, you got a job. I got a job. You mean a second job? Because you sure the fuck wasn't paying me for the first one. I guess to them, they're a gang. Gee, I thought they were the government. No, they're a gang. Gay people. They seem to think everybody that's not gay owes them a fucking living. Owes them their very life itself. And gay people don't even believe in making babies. Because you can't make a baby by fucking shooting your fucking wad up somebody's ass. And I guess they say, because I do believe in making babies, I'm some sort of fucking alien or astronaut or something. And they're going to exploit that for all it's worth. Meaning, they're going to make money off of that for whatever they can get out of it. Anyway, I better stop. I'm starting to draw flies. Did I just call myself shit? The shit? Whoops. Because having parents that are bisexual and cousins and aunts and uncles that are just gay and don't care, extremely violent, does that to a straight guy. He's been around them his whole life. Anyway, I gotta go. I still wish y'all have a nice day. You try not to bother me, kid. I mean that. I'm your minister, your straight minister. I know I'm one of a kind, probably in y'all's mind, in y'all's life. So, at least that's what a few of you told me, you know. But I see you later, huh?